Thank you for joining us today for Devotions with Brother Aaron. Today we're going to look at this thought, 4 quick thoughts and a brief conclusion. So you just come on in, make yourself comfortable, and let's get started. My first thought comes from something I once heard Dr. Benny Tate, not Pate, but Tate, who was with the Georgia Baptist Convention, say. He said, people see 3 things when they see God. He said, number 1, some see a fence they cannot cross, separating them from God. He said, number 2, some see a ladder they have to climb to get to God, their good works. He went on to say, all religions say do, but Jesus said done. Amen. I like that. And number 3, some see a trash can. They think God's not interested in them because of the trash in their life. What they should see is a door. Jesus said He is the door. The second truth. I once heard Ellen Hester say, gratitude always precedes joy. So, if we're not experiencing joy, perhaps we need a gratitude check. Wow. Hey, I'm just saying. And the third truth, recently I preached about what happened after Saul or Paul's Damascus Road Experience in Acts chapter 9. The personal disruption he experienced on the Damascus Road inconvenienced others. Saul or Paul was a bad dude. He was throwing Christians in jail and just wreaking havoc in the Christian community. But when he encountered Jesus, it inconvenienced many more. First, the men who were with him were inconvenienced by having to take him to Damascus. Secondly, Judas was inconvenienced by having to open his house to him and show him hospitality. Thirdly, Ananias was inconvenienced by having to go pray for, heal, and instruct him. And finally, the disciples were inconvenienced by having to mentor him. Not in the Old Testament law. He was already an expert in that. They had to mentor him in the ways of Christianity. Please note that when God drops a rock into the pond of our lives, the ripples eventually touch everybody and everything associated with us. But truth number 4, holding someone accountable is not the same thing as attacking them. When my children were young, and even now that they are grown with children of their own, I still hold them accountable. And the good Lord knows I'm not attacking them when I do so. In fact, I'm loving them when I do. Why do I say that? Because I know that if I don't hold them accountable, somebody else will, and they will be attacking them. Now, here's the conclusion. As you do life today or this week, resolve to, number 1, be a door for your family, friends, co-workers, and anybody God brings across your path. You don't know how separated, disconnected, and alone they may feel. Number 2, have a gratitude check. Remember, gratitude precedes joy. How long has it been since you come before the Lord in nothing but gratitude and thanked Him and praised Him? Hey, you might find when you do that, your joy gets a whole lot better. Number 3, be willing to be inconvenienced. And number 4, remember holding someone accountable is not the same as attacking them. As I start to close this devotion, there are a couple of things that came my way this week that I want to share with you. I heard Dave Ramsey say, common sense is so rare, it's like having a superpower. Wow. So, this week, as you're doing your life, being a door for someone else, keeping your gratitude in check, being inconvenienced by others, and realizing that holding someone accountable is not the same thing as attacking them, pepper it all with common sense. Folks will think you have some kind of superpower if you do. And hey, guess what? You do. It's the love of Jesus. Oh, and by the way, speaking of superpowers, I recently heard evangelist David Nasser say, kindness is a superpower. So, when we combine common sense with kindness, oh, wow, you can finish the thought from there. Lord, in your infinite wisdom and power, would you help us to tap into the power you have made available to us if we will, through your Spirit, learn to couple common sense with kindness. And I ask this in your name. Amen.